What's up guys, Popmaster here, and today I'm going to be going through all the Funko Pops that were revealed at 2019 Funko Fundays. Let's do this. Oh yeah, okay, so this year at Funko Fundays, there was a bunch of new Funko Pops revealed, and I wanted to go through all of them with you guys today. I know I probably should have done this video a couple weeks ago when, Funday was, actually happening, but I didn't, so I'm doing it now, and yeah, so if you guys don't know what Funko Fundays is, it's an event that Funko holds every year around the time of San Diego Comic-Con. It's usually like a Friday night or something like that. About 1,600, maybe like 1,700 people attend, and they give out a bunch of really limited Funko Pops, and most of them are actually themed around like Freddy Funko as a different character. Like I know for this year, there's like Freddy Funko as Aquaman, as Ant-Man, and a bunch of other ones. So that's the kind of stuff they come out with. And also like a kind of highlight of the event for other people that don't get to go is that they reveal a bunch of new pops that are coming up. They usually just show, like 2D designs, so they don't have, like prototypes in them or anything, but it's just kind of like a good way for, collectors to see what's coming up in the future. And obviously Funko has more announcements coming up than just the ones revealed at Fundays, but yeah, they do reveal a lot of stuff at Fundays, so let's just get straight into it. And the first one I wanted to talk about was or actually this is two, that I'm really excited about, and it is the Mark Hamill pop. So if you guys don't know who Mark Hamill is, you probably should know. He is like Luke Skywalker in the Skywalker movies, like Star Wars movies, and he also voices the Joker in a lot of movies. So what they're doing is that they're making two Funko Pops of him. So they're making him in just like a street outfit, and then they're also making him as the Joker. So it's like Mark Hamill's head, and then the body is the Joker. So those are both really awesome pops. I'm looking forward to picking those up, and they should be out later this fall. So that's the first thing that they revealed. And yeah, let's go into the next thing, and this is actually a really cool thing. So a few months back, Funko had a contest for everyone in the community, and the contest was to design the next Fantastic Plastic character. So there was hundreds of entries, a bunch of really great designs, and I saw some of the runner-ups. I'll throw a photo up here if I can find them, but they were all really well designed. I love them a lot. And the one that actually ended up winning was the Bat Boy. So basically, it's basically just like a bat, like the animal, dressed as a baseball player, kind of kind of like the way. Okay, he's actually the way Mr. Met is. So if you guys have seen the Mr. Met pop, it looks exactly like in that pose, like with the legs crossed and everything, but just as a bat. And the story was really cool. Like the person was talking about how he was inspired by some other pops that Funko made, and how that he was sharing like baseball is a common thing that he did with his grandpa or something. It was a really cool story, and I'm really happy Funko did this contest. And yeah, so that should be hitting the Funko shop later this year. So yeah, that's kind of it for I guess you could say the specialty ones. So let's get into some other ones that they did. So the first one I want to talk about are actually part of a new series called Around the World. So basically what Around the World is, it's basically just, different animals from different areas of the world. And it's like pops, and for example, there's like a one from Mexico, and it's like a donkey or something, and he has like a sombrero on and maracas and stuff like that. So yeah, that's really cool as well. And yeah, so sorry. And then also each of the pops comes with a pin, which is really cool. So it's like a pop and then a little pin. Probably not too huge of a pin or anything, but just some really nice little thing to, yeah, include in, yeah, it says collectible, unique, enamel pin. So yeah, it's an actual pin. Okay, the next thing, another thing I'm really excited about, coincidentally, it's actually another Pop Town. It is the Fang Pop, like Fang from Harry Potter, like Fang in Hagrid's hut. This is a great looking Pop Town. I'm really liking the look of Hagrid's hut especially. It's exactly how I'd imagine a Pop Town of it to be. Looks great. It has the moss on the roof and everything. And also, I'm really happy they're making a pop of Fang, because he's kind of an iconic character in Harry Potter. He hasn't been made into a pop yet, so I think it's a great thing that they're doing this. I mean, hopefully they'll make a flocked version of him in the future, but for now we'll take him in the Pop Town. Great Pop Town, can't wait for that. Next up we have another Pop Town, and this is Batman. So based off the look of this pop, I'm guessing this is like a 1960s or 1970s Batman. It's kind of that bluish look with the kind of, gray suit. It looks kind of like an older version of Batman, and from what this looks like, it looks like to be in front of like Wayne Enterprises, like the building in downtown Gotham City. I'm not sure what that is supposed to be. It's a little hard to make out from the photo, but it's a great looking Pop Town. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it up though, because the actual town and the pop just don't really pop out of me. I'm not a huge fan of the old Batman designs, but it's still a great figure to have or come out with. Next up, we have a a pretty large wave. I'd say like 8 or 9 figures from a TV show on Netflix. It's called The Umbrella Academy. So they're making a bunch of pops from this line. I don't know any of these characters' names. I've never seen the show or anything, but there's some really cool designs. I especially like the one, like the guy in the blue with the kind of tentacles. It looks really cool, as well as the one on, I don't know what to say. It has like the mask and the purple suit. It looks pretty good. And there also will be a couple of chases up in this line as well, which I think it's always nice to have. So it's great that Funko is making large lines for these TV shows with chases and stuff like that. I'm sure there'll also be a couple exclusives for this line as well. So yeah, great thing if you're a fan of that show. All right, next up we got some Marvel 80th anniversary ones. There's not too much going on for this line. They got like a Deadpool or something like that, and there's some other ones. Don't know about those ones. Next up, we got some Terminator Pops, which I know it's like a pretty big movie series. There's 3 of them. There's like a robot guy who I'm assuming is the Terminator. Then there's 2 other people who I don't know their names at all. But yeah, I'm really liking the look of the robot one. I'm assuming he's the Terminator. It looks like a really great pop. I mean, I know it doesn't have the pop eyes or anything, but it still looks really cool. It's a really different design than a regular pop. Next up, we actually have some Apex Legends pop. So Apex Legends is a video game that came out earlier this year. I've never played it. I've heard it had a lot of issues, especially on, I think it was the launch day or something. It was just kind of like a big issue for them. And yeah, a bunch of these designs look really cool. I'm not sure if these are just skins in the game, kind of like they did for the Fortnite wave, but they all look really cool. I especially like the one that it has it's kind of like a robot with just a singular eye. That one looks really cool, as well as the guy next to him with the kind of breather mask. That one actually kind of reminds me of the Smuggler's Bounty Chewbacca one with the whole mask apparatus thing. It looks pretty cool. Probably not going to be picking any of those up. Never played the game. Next up, I know these ones are actually really kind of hyped up by the community. There's some new Biggie Pops coming out, and there's a couple other ones in this photo, but I'm really confused as to what they're from because it's obviously not Biggie himself. There's like a couple other people, and then there's the guy in the car whose name escapes me at the moment. That one looks really cool. I love the look of the green car, and he has the little, the headband on and everything. Those ones look great, and especially if you're a huge fan of Biggie or whoever those other people are, you'll like those a lot. Okay, so we got some Iron Maiden pops as well that were revealed. I have never heard of Iron Maiden. I don't know if it's a movie, TV show, comic book, whatever. Yeah, all the pops have like almost a tiki style design, at least in terms of the faces and how some of the body features look. Nothing's really popping out at me in terms of the design or anything, but yeah, just some solid pops all around. So yeah. Next up, we also have some Tombstone pops. I think it's Tombstone. I'm assuming this is some sort of Wild West thing just based on how the characters are dressed. A lot of them look pretty similar. I mean, they're really all in suits, all in hats, and all have mustaches. So not too much variety there, unfortunately, but still kind of a good looking pop. Some of them have weapons. I especially like the guy who has the pistols like this. He's in a super cool pose, and I like them a lot. So coming after the Tombstone pops, we actually have some pretty neat ones. So Funko is actually making Dungeons and Dragons pops, guys. How cool is that? So I've actually played Dungeons and Dragons a couple of times. If you guys don't know, it's a board game where it's kind of like you have to have someone who knows how it works to really enjoy it. Unfortunately, I know someone who does. So it was really cool. I played it a couple of times, but I don't recognize too many of the characters that they made. I don't know any of their names or anything, but they look really cool, especially the guy in the middle with the kind of like the octopus tentacles, I want to say. Looks really cool. All those pops look great. Probably not going to be picking any of them up, though, but still cool to have out there for the really diehard fans of the game. Following those, we have some Gladiator pops, and I feel like I've seen this movie before, or maybe I just seen like a trailer or a piece of art or something from it, but so what this line's looking like is that they have 3 commons, 2 versions of this one character, and then there's also an exclusive with a different character just wearing full body armor. So I'm not sure where that's going to be exclusive to, maybe like Hot Topic or something, but only time will tell. Next up, okay, this one was actually pretty hyped up by the community. A lot of people were pretty excited about this one. It's a Speed Racer Pop Ride. I don't know what this is from, but a lot of people seem to like it. It's basically like a person, almost like a racing cart. So that one's coming out soon. I think there's also some other ones from that line. Yeah, so I think there's the driver, and then there's a chase version of, it's like the driver as like a monster or something. Not sure what that is. It's like the face is different basically. And then on the left there, you guys can see a another like character from that show or movie or whatever. Oh, okay. So next up we have some pops from the movie Us, and I haven't seen this movie, but I saw the trailer for it. That is so scary. So basically, what this is, it's basically a movie about this family, and there's like they experience these like doppelgangers of themselves, and it's super creepy and all that. And the trailer just scared the heck out of me. And yeah, so they have 5 characters here, and then there's one in the top middle that maybe it's like one of the doppelgangers was has the mask on and everything, but the other 5 maybe it's just like the family or something. I really hope I'm getting this right with this movie. I'm not confusing it with something else, but I really think that it's the right movie I'm talking about here. But also we have some Get Out pops. I think it's also kind of like a horror movie as well. Don't quote me on that. I'm not too familiar with this at all. But they have this guy sitting in a chair and then another guy standing up. Not too specific, unfortunately. Don't know any of these guys' names, but still cool. Okay, so next up we have some pops from the Pez line. So this one kind of got started with the Peter Pez pop that came out this SCCC for Toy Tokyo, but now they're making 3 more characters. So they're making a Peter Pez and a Blue Hat. They're making this other green dude with a Pez in his hand, and they're actually making a pop of the Pez girl. And I'm really excited about that one because I do have the pop Pez of the Pez girl, but I don't have a pop of it. So that's going to be great to add those ones to my collection. I'm a huge fan of, the whole Pez mascots and all that stuff. So I'll definitely be getting all 3 of those. Next up, we got some Pez, not from the Dark Crystal show. We got Ryan, Skeksis, and Agra. I don't know how to say those, but those 3 are coming out. And then some more Pez. We got a whole bunch of Care Bears. So we got Share Bear, Funshine Bear, Good Luck Bear, Grumpy Bear, Cheer Bear, and a Cheer Bear Chase. So look out for those if you guys are a fan of Care Bears or Pez. Also, we have some Disney Pez. So there's a couple from a bunch of different fandoms and movies and all that. So they got Dumbo Clown, Stitch, Lilo, Hercules, Baby Pegasus, and Hades. So might be picking up some of those Hercules Pez, maybe the Disney Pez as well. Like, probably not the Dumbo, I mean like Lilo and Stitch, but those are some great looking Pez, I'm telling you. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. There's one more thing that they revealed. They revealed some Haunted Mansion pops. So those are really pretty cool, and those ones come out, and so it's like 3 or 4 of them, and there's also a bunch of t-shirts. At this point, it's not clear whether those t-shirts are going to be sold standalone or whether each pop is going to be like a pop and tee combo. And then also they're making Haunted Mansion mystery minis. And something I was really confused about with those mystery minis is that most of them are labeled exclusive, but only 3 are common. So I'm not sure how that's going to work because maybe I don't know how it's going to work. Maybe this is going to be, like an 8-figure set or something, or a bunch of 1 in 6 variants and maybe a couple 1 in 12, and then there's like another set below that's exclusive to Disney parks or something. I have no idea how that's going to work, but yeah, those are coming out. And also, they're releasing all this stuff because it's the Haunted Mansion. I think it's like 30th anniversary, maybe even longer than that. So yeah, I'm not too familiar with the ride or anything, but I actually do have one of the pops. I might as well show that off to you guys right now. There are a bunch of stuff you'll find on. I actually have the 1,000-piece Hatbox Ghost, so I thought I would just show this off while I got the, I'm talking about Haunted Mansion stuff, so this is the only pop I have, so they have a bunch of other ones like Phineas, Ezra, Gus, and then the Hatbox Ghost. So I don't have those other 3. This is the rarest pop in my collection by far, by like several $100s. So yeah, really cool one. SCCC 2016 1,000-piece pop. Pretty neat figure. I like him a lot. But yeah, enough about me. So yeah, that is it for the new product revealed at Fundays. I hope you guys learned something from this video, or at least enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.